You know, sometimes in life, you'll find yourself confronting certain scary choices.
This is me, shit scared. So scared. Oh damn. Ooh, look at that. Oh, this is gonna be intense.
Yeah, so quite recently, I confronted one of my biggest fears. I could have sat back comfortably, but instead I challenged myself by taking the baby steps necessary to eventually plunge into a leap of faith. So, this is a story about finding ways to conquer my fear. And I think I'm ready to let you in. Fear. It's a virus to the soul. Shorter breaths, a racing mind, pupils dilating, questions spur, survival kicks in. And then you face the fear. And you look back at the challenge and begin to realize that the reward gained is much higher than any drug can promise to take you. A high so great it literally feels like you're soaring above the mountains and flying beyond the clouds. What I found when I faced my own fears was that facing fear head-on means allowing yourself to just let go. And in that moment of letting go, ironically, you also allow something bigger in. And that something is love. And that's what I've been doing these past few years. I'm taking to each podium, one step at a time, looking out into the crowd and screaming, I don't want to fear you anymore. I want to share life. I want to be love. I want to live with love in all its capacity. I want to let you in, TamFam. By clicking on this video, you made a choice. Click or not to click, to learn or to ignore, to accept or reject. You chose to click. I want to let you in. Like an open house invitation, bringing nothing but yourself in celebration with the company of others in a space where love is exchanged through confidence. I want to let you in. On a little secret that you, through a personality, through a thumbnail, through a title, have chosen to be open to. Whether you agree or not, your opinion matters not to me. Your opinion, though, may matter to someone you love. I want to let you in. So others can feel free of their burden. Supaya orang tak perlu rasa malu terhadap diri sendiri. So other people like me may one day choose to confront their biggest fear. I want to let you in. My name is Tambakau. I make videos on YouTube. I am Malaysian and I am gay. Yeah, I'm gay. In the grand scheme of things, it's probably not a big deal. But for me, being a Malaysian and born into the Muslim faith, life becomes a little tricky. You see, for most of my life, I feared settling in Malaysia because of the off chance that I may one day be convicted as a criminal, just for loving another man. But before I could confront the country that raised me, I needed to make sure I had a safety net. I needed to find a new home of which I could accept, of which could also accept me. Oh, I want to let you in, said Australia, a place I can now call home. It was a place where I spent my formative years. A place that taught me that education comes from curiosity, that failure is a stepping stone to success, that love is attainable by all, and acceptance comes by expression. A land where I can rejoice at being me. Tapi kan cakap betul, saya ni memang anak Malaysia, nggak sangguplah jadi anak Australia. I want to let you into a dream I have, where I fear not of hurting the ones I love because of my own selfish pride, where I love the mind, body, and soul of another man with all my heart, where I can give away love unselfishly, sharing the best and worst of me without persecution. With death, I can now come to fear less, because I can finally live without boundaries. To live is to love, and to die in fear without love, that would be regretful. Indeed, it'd be a nightmare. I had to leave Malaysia because I chose to accept my truth, because I was sick of allowing myself to hurt the people I love. Because I was sick of allowing myself to hurt me. I can now fear less because I am in safety. As without safety, creativity dwindles. And without creativity, there is no love. Life is love. And love lets all in. Now, I want to let you in. Do you want to come inside? What's up, TamFam? So I literally just finished the edit of that video and I actually have to rush to the airport really soon. I have a little bit I still want to talk about that video, so if you bear with me, let me pack you up and take you with me. Bye, Dave.
Hey, brother.
Bye, Misty. Thanks for the ride to the airport.
No problem. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I cannot do remain seated with your seatbelt firmly fastened. We'd all like to wish you a very pleasant time here in Bali.
Okay, terima kasih ya. What's up, TamFam? Hope you enjoyed the ride. So I'm here in Bali for a quick holiday, but let's get down to some real talk. I have 3 things I want to cover by the end of this video. Number 1, how come I've been away from YouTube for so long? Number 2, a bit about being gay and what that means to me. Number 3, I want to reach out to you guys in the LGBT community and our allies and hopefully get connected. So if you're part of that, do stay tuned till the end of this video and I'll show you how we can best get acquainted. Alright, whether you followed my journey from the beginning or just subscribed yesterday, I believe there must be something about what I make that attracted you to this channel, and for that I am truly grateful. The last video I shared here was over a year ago, but the last time I really committed to a video here on YouTube was back in 2016. That's decades in YouTube time. So YouTube has always been a shareable memory bank for me, not just for entertainment, but to reflect and continually feel grateful for the life I've been blessed with. I accepted being gay and came out to my familiar circle in 2013. Since then, many new pathways have shown itself to me, and since then, choosing which road I wanted to take was crucial in achieving balance and well-being in my life. However, YouTube became a place I started to fear. Because I had to be careful with how I expressed my immediate interests, it stunted my ability to create immensely. In fact, at one point, I thought I lost all interest to create for myself. However, shortly, I also started to feel like I was drowning. A greater part of me was gasping for air because the same drive that pushed me to upload my very first video was the same drive that kept revisiting my state of mind. So, I needed to figure out how I could share this part of me without putting myself in immediate danger. I needed to move away from the fear that stunted my growth. Just under 2 years ago, Melbourne gave me another opportunity. Anyway, this is a story that deserves its own video, so I'll save that for next time. But just know, because I've now earned a place in Australia, I feel an overwhelming need to build my life there right now. Which brings me to point 2, what being gay means to me. Growing up in Malaysia, being gay was so frowned upon that even my father used to use this scare tactic that instilled a basis of fear in me. Adam, if you don't behave, I will leave you at Kampong Baru with the ladyboys. I remember understanding that the ladyboys were a part of the gay community and that being with them meant being shunned from the community that I already had. I was scared and didn't want that. Mind you, I was maybe 4 or 5 years old, but it was a fear I quite clearly remember. So I made sure that when I grew up, I would not be one of them. Even when confronted with my own sexuality, I did everything I could to hide my own interest and become as normally straight as I could be. I even dated girls just to prove that I could do it. For that, I'm truly sorry for the people I'd hurt. In time, I learned that my actions caused harm. So whatever forgiveness I have received is truly a blessing. Another real fear I have is losing my freedom. In essence, since Anwar's charges and sentence on sodomy, it revealed to me a Malaysia I had to fear. In time, my soul consumed me. I understood that the only way for me to live a truly authentic life was for me to accept what my body, mind, and soul was telling me all along. I had to look at myself in the mirror and tell myself that I am gay. But know that I am also so privileged to get to where I am today. My story may sound like moving away from Malaysia may be the only way to embrace being part of the LGBT community, but that's not true. I would love to one day securely live in Malaysia, but I know that time is not now. I did it only so I can open up about it and confront it from a place of safety. Being Malaysian is something I take so much pride in that it sometimes irritates me when people don't appreciate what they already have. Yes, things seem greener on the other side, but sometimes we forget to think about the yellows and the blues and all the other colors that form the spectrum of light. Identity, family, trust, history. But that's just my perspective. Finally, I want to direct your attention to being a part of the TamFam. This is a little community that allows me to connect to individuals who share similar interests as me. The best way to do that right now is to hit me up on Instagram, which I will link here. But that's not it. A bigger inspiration through all this was when I discovered kuelapis.com. Kuelapis.com is a resource website consisting of stories from LGBT community members of Malaysia. I can't begin to express how these stories have helped me get out of the scariest and loneliest times of my life. And I hope by sharing it here, these community resources will help you too. Anyway, I'm gonna go enjoy my holiday and end this video right here. If you've gotten through the video all this way, then let me welcome you into the TamFam. I'll see you around.